Hi. Okay, so today I want to do a video and just tell you the absolute worst possible foods, the worst things that you can put in your mouth for your health. So I'm just going to go down a list, the absolute worst things that you can put in your mouth for your health. These will cause you to age, get diseases, make you sick, make you ill, and they're terrible for you. So these are the things that you need to get out. If you're worried about your health, you need to get these out of your diet right away. The first thing is conventional meats. Okay, so these are meats that are fed a diet that's not natural. They're fed grains and corn and soy and all things that regular cows wouldn't eat. They're pumped full of hormones, antibiotics, growth hormones. They're pumped full of all this crap, and then we eat the meat. So this is one of the absolute worst foods that you can eat. So get rid of it. In the same line, conventional dairy. This is like poison in the glass. It's so unfortunate because dairy can be so healthy. However, first of all, milk in general is one of the most, how do you say this, the biggest allergies and food sensitivities across the board on all tests run. This is the one food that causes most people problems because they're just not digesting the lactose properly, the protein that's found in milk. But even if you can consume it and it doesn't give you problems and it doesn't give you upset stomach. Conventional milk is the worst thing for you. So again, it's the same animals who are fed the same unnatural diet, corn, soy, greens, all kinds of stuff. They're pumped full of hormones, growth hormones, antibiotics, hormones, all kinds of. They're kept in little things with no sunlight. It's terrible. It's absolute terrible. And then they heat the milk, they pasteurize it, they take all the beneficial enzymes out of it, they kill off everything, and then you're left, they skim off all the fat, and then you're left with this liquid, which is just, they've stripped all the good things out of it, and the cows are like so sick to begin with. So again, get rid of that food. Now I just want to say before I move on that grass-fed cows who are pastured, who are out on the fields, who are eating the regular diet grass, they're not given hormones, they're not given antibiotics, they're organic, they live in healthy conditions, they're good, healthy animals, are one of the most wonderful things that you can eat. So this is quality. I'm not saying meat is bad at all. I am saying conventional meat is bad. You've got to get organic. You've got to having them eat their natural diet, not pumped full of hormones and antibiotics and growth hormones and medications and all these things that we wouldn't put in our own body. So they're living outdoors. They're getting sunlight on their skin. So same, conventional meat you don't want. Organic grass-fed meat you do. You need it. You need certain things that come from amino acids and B vitamins and B12 and all these wonderful things that you can get from meat that you can't really get from animal products. So you definitely want them and need them, but in the high quality form. When it comes to dairy, if the animal is organic, grass-fed, healthy animal, the best form is a non-pasteurized dairy, a raw milk. Because the animal is healthy, you're not going to be getting these diseases, and you're not killing off all the beneficial enzymes. In this country, raw milk is illegal, although they are making it legal in many states in the USA right now. Raw cheese is available in this country, so you can go ahead and get raw milk cheese. Or raw milk butter is also not allowed in this country, but it is in many areas in the States. So if you're Canadian and you want these raw milk products, you can buy the cheese here in Canada, but you do, most of the states bordering Canada actually carry or are legal for raw milk and raw butter. So, and it is legal to bring cheese back and forth through the border. Or dairy products. So you can go up, shop, cross the border, back down. That's an easy way to get your raw milk sources from good farms and sources. Okay, so the next thing, so let's move on. So I just want to move on, one more thing. So burnt food in general is carcinogenic. So Meats, terrible. When you barbecue meats and it gets that charred look on it, or you keep it in the frying pan too long, cooking a stir fry, and you get that charred. You make a nice steak on the barbecue and you char it on both sides, even if it's grass-fed meat. The charring is what's carcinogenic. And the same goes for vegetables. If you're stir frying vegetables or charring them in a frying pan or in the oven, same goes for bread. If you're toasting it and you're charring the sides of it, this is carcinogenic to humans. It causes cancer. It causes all kinds of terrible things in your body. So get rid of any burnt or charred foods. The less you cook things, the better. The next big one on the list to get rid of is sugar. So sugar, table sugar, the white sugar, get rid of it. Like, that's just, get rid of it. Don't use it in your cooking. Don't use it in your baking. Get it out of your house. There are much healthier substitutes. Get it gone. But sugar comes in different forms. They add it to almost everything. High fructose corn syrup is sugar. It's added in almost every packaged item that you would get. That is why you need to get rid of packaged foods as well. You know, anything that's bottled that tastes good for kids, like their ketchups and all these different things, have tons of sugar in it. Soda pops, any pop is one of the worst things that you can do. It's full of sugar and it's full of just disgusting chemicals. Get rid of it. So, sugar. Now, can you eat fruit? Yes, you can eat raw, whole fruit in its form. Try to stick with a glycemic index, which is low. So, berries, grapefruit, you know, things that are low on the glycemic index. Coconut, avocados, all these fruits are wonderful and healthy for you. When you're getting into the high sugar fruits like bananas and oranges and all these things, it's not that they're bad for you, it's just too much sugar is bad for you. So if you're having a banana, then limit the rest of your sugar for the whole day because it's still sugar. So maybe 1 to 2 pieces of fruit a day and just limit it. But they're very healthy for you, and you can add fat to them, you can put them in smoothies, you can make them healthier by combining them with things that is going to keep your sugar load down and not spike your insulin. But all in all, it has wonderful enzymes and beneficial things. So fruit is fine, just limit your consumption and don't eat an all fruit diet. Don't give kids all fruit. They have got to eat vegetables, protein, different things like that. So, okay, moving on. Packaged foods, one of the worst foods that you can eat. So if you have a packaged food, turn it over. One of the first ingredients is going to be sugar, hydrogenated oils, high fructose corn syrup, all kinds of additives, preservatives, food colors, chemicals, names that you can't pronounce. This is just convenience food in a package that tastes good because they've added all the crap to it, and it's addictive, it's neurotoxic, it's so bad for your health, it causes cancer, diabetes, and all kinds of other neurodegenerative diseases. You have got to get rid of packaged foods and start eating whole, natural, real foods from the earth, cooking again, baking again with the proper ingredients, all these wonderful things. I don't even know how people are gonna do it. The grocery store is filled with all of these foods that are basically like Frankenfoods. They're not real foods. Okay, the next thing you must get rid of is hydrogenated oils, vegetable oils, clear oils. Oils, any kind of an oil that comes in a clear bottle, number one, is rancid. Okay, if it's not in a dark shaded bottle that's protected from the light, it's a rancid oil, so it needs to go in the garbage. If it's a vegetable oils, they go rancid so quickly. Anything makes them go rancid. Air, light, anything. They need to be protected. So you need to get rid of all of that. The only oils that you really want to eat are coconut oil because it's saturated. It's not going to go rancid. Olive oils are usually in dark bottles, which is wonderful. You want to look for oils that are cold pressed, like minimally processed, like cold, stone cold pressed, and we're protecting them from light, air, everything in these bottles, and they're high quality cold pressed oils. We're not going to use them to cook. We're not going to heat them up. That's what makes it rancid. We're not going to, bake them, fry our foods in them, do all these things. We add them afterwards to salads. We add them to dishes. We We don't fry them, cook them, deep fry with them. I mean, this is just rancidity, and it just is so bad for your body. I can't even describe it. So you got to get rid of all of that and cook with the right high quality oils. Consume fats and oils that are cold pressed and good for you. Okay, the next one, moving on, is bread. So grains, refined flours, breads, all these things, they have their own like plant poisons in them, like lectins, that are hard to break down, but that's not even my issue. The reason why every single person needs to get them out of their diet is because they're usually conventionally grown. They're GMO seeds to begin with. A lot of wheat and all of this stuff is just all GMO. Franken foods, it's sprayed with tons of glyphosate. It's added, when they make it into bread, they add sugar, chemicals, preservatives, all this stuff, and they give it to you in a nice slice that you give to your kids on bread, you know, for sandwiches, and say, and they package them as heart healthy. And this is so far from the truth. It's actually a lie. It's actually a criminal offense to be to lie this much. I mean, every ingredient in there is so unhealthy for the human body that you've got to get out these breads. If you do like bread, you should make your own with ancient grains that are sprouted the right way. They're soaked and sprouted the right way. Sourdough, lacto-fermented sourdough bread, the old-fashioned way, that is grown with whole fermented grains and these types of things. If you really want bread, then go for it that way. But all in all, if you're looking to cut down on diabetes, cancer, diseases, then even though it's so convenient and it's so delicious, it's really not healthy for you. So it's one of the things that you should strive to get out of your diet immediately. The next thing is artificial sweeteners. You do not want to substitute your sugar for like NutraSweet and all these like little Splendas and packages, and they're neurotoxic. They're so bad for you. There are natural sweeteners that if you want to use in your tea or your baking, like a raw honey, a natural 100% maple syrup. What about stevia? That's an herb. There's many of them. I'm not going to go into that here, but you've got to get the artificial sweeteners out of your diet. They're neurotoxic, they're poisonous, and they cause so many problems. Okay, so the next thing is food dye. Oh my gosh, anything that has food dye for children, it's just horrifying, and I'm guilty of this too. I send my kids to birthday parties that go all over. They've got these wonderful cakes which are just full of, you know, sugar, flour, all the wrong foods, but then they add in these dyes. They make the icings with dyes. They put dyes in everything, dyes, which is, they're neurotoxic. They're horrible for you. They've been proven in countless studies to cause cancer, brain damage, all kinds of terrible things. You gotta get, you can't eat dyes. Dyes are so bad for you. So get those out of your diet. I know you're probably thinking, what's left, right? Whole natural foods from the earth that eat the right diet and are not sprayed. Speaking of conventional foods, okay, this is going to be a little bit controversial, but vegetables. Vegetables are one of the healthiest foods that you can eat, but if they're conventionally sprayed vegetables, they are actually damaging your health. They're bad for your health. And some people say, well, I can't afford organic. Well, grow your own, buy organic. You need to source these foods out, because the sprayed ones are full of like glyphosate, which is basically Roundup. They're Roundup ready crops. They're sprayed all over these. You know, they're supposed to kill insects, like bugs, pests, pesticides, insecticides. You don't think that things that are going to kill animals and wildlife and bugs and it's going to kill it if they eat it, you don't think that that is poisoning human beings? It's poisoning human beings. It's poisoning. Every mouthful that you take is poisoning you. It's poisoning our soils. It's poisoning our rivers, our waters. It's so upsetting to me on every level, and the only way that you can solve this problem is to buy organic. Vote with your dollar, protect your family, and hopefully the world will follow suit, so that it's a healthy place for all of us. And then I guess one of the, I don't know if I went into everything, but one of the last foods, well, there's a couple things like MSG and HVP. These kinds of things, they're neurotoxic, They add them, they're chemicals that they add to foods. Turn over your packages. They're disguised on other names, but they're all neurotoxic. They are terrible for you. They're poisonous. They're, you know, being outlawed in some countries, and they're so bad for you. And they put them in everything they're addictive substances, and they make things taste better, and that's why they're there. And they're so bad for you. So MSG, HVP, anything that says those kind of names on the back, throw it in the garbage. Like, it's not worthy of even looking at it. It's so bad for you. And then the last thing is a little bit more controversial. It's also what you put in your mouth, but your drinking water. You want to be so careful with the water. I mean, we need water. We need good, healthy, clean water. So much of our bottled water is tainted with like BPAs and all these chemical things from plastics that leach into the water, and they're causing cancers. But not only that, in your tap water, the city is fluoridizing their water. They're using chlorine in the water. Fluoride and chlorine are neurotoxic substances that are so bad for your brain, your body, your nerves, everything. It's just, when you keep drinking tap water over and over, you are causing yourself problems. Toothpaste with fluoride in it is causing yourself problems. Swimming in swimming pools with chlorine all day is causing yourself problems. Sure, you might not be able to avoid it at all costs, but you know, when you go to bottled spring water, that's great, but then you're getting the BPAs and all the things in the plastics. You really need to filter your water with a great filter. Spring water filtered is probably one of the best ways you can go. You can do reverse osmosis. You can do lots of different things, but just get a system where you're filtering out the fluoride and chlorine for sure, and then you are filtering out the chemicals from the plastics. So those are, you know, fluoride and chlorine are neurotoxic substances, not to mention all the other crap that's in the water from the glyphosate and the medicines and prescription medicine, all these things that end up into the water. But just as you think of a healthy diet, don't forget about water. Don't forget about the importance of water and getting healthy water. And then I just want to wrap it up here. Those are the top things. If you want to improve your health, if you want to live a long, happy, healthy life, if you want to provide your children, your parents, your spouse, people you love with this information, this is life-saving information. It's so important for everybody to know. You know, I eat real food. Like I didn't say margarine, but it's a hydrogenated oil. So it would be lumped in there. But things like margarine are just hydrogenated oils. They're giving us cancer. They're so bad for us. Eat real butter that's grass-fed, that comes from a healthy animal, that is, I mean, you can use animal fats that are real, like tallow and lard and butter and all these wonderful healthy fats for our body, as long as they come from organic animals. So vegetables, meat, dairy, it must come from organic animals. It must come from grass-fed animals eating their natural diet. Get rid of all the hydrogenated oils, all the refined grains, and all the bread, and all the packaged crap that has additives and preservatives and chemicals and dyes and colors and MSG and HVP. And protect your drinking water with the fluoride and the chlorine. And so the last thing I want to mention, and this is a bonus, I will do a different video on this when I'm ready. I'm not prepared to talk about this yet. But the number one, in my opinion, and this is not everyone's opinion, the number one worst thing that you can put in your body is a toxic chemical, like a medicine that comes from a medical establishment. Many of them are neurotoxic. They are causing damage to people. They are hurting people. They are killing people. They are so bad. They're causing liver damage, heart failure, you know, brain problems. Because they're synthetic, they have neurotoxic chemicals in them. Many of them are made from fluoride. They're fluoride-based medications. Many of them have side effects that are so much worse than the original problem. Even when we look at chemotherapy, it started out as a poison. It's what they used in concentration camps. These things are toxic on all levels, and so I will do a different video on that. But the number one thing that you should avoid is putting a toxic chemical into your body that could kill you harm you, harm your children, harm your family. You really must do your research. You must know exactly what you're putting in your body and making sure that it is more helpful than harmful. If you're going to put it in your body, make sure it's not harming you. So I hope that this video helped. I hope that it's given you some great ideas, although I'm sure you're not excited about throwing everything out that you have in your cupboards and pantries. You know, if you eat a diet of real food that is not sprayed, that comes from the earth, that's God-given and life-producing, that's wonderful and vibrant and healthy, and, you know, vegetables and wonderful fats and healthy meats and protein and beautiful, vibrant vegetables that aren't sprayed, and berries and fruits and nuts and seeds and all these wonderful things, you will be healthy. You can eliminate many, many, many diseases, and you can live a long, healthy, vibrant life, which is what we all want. So I hope this was helpful.